The following segment is sponsored by Eastern Title and Settlement and the Mortgage Link. The real estate top performers have information about buy downs and points when it comes to mortgages. I am joined this morning by Monique Mielicki of Berkshire Hathaway PenFed Realty. Also, we have Rolando Fontana of Eastern Title and Settlement and Carrie Reel of the Mortgage Link, who also happens to have our mortgage deal of the day. Hey,
always, yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. We're back in the 5% range here. So on a 30-year fixed rate, 20% down mortgage, we're using a $400,000 loan. We have 5.75% with 2 points and an APR of 5.98%. So, for those of you that have, felt like you missed the boat, give us a phone call, let us assess your scenario and give you a rate for your comparison.
Had we gone up to 6%? Is that why
now
we're back down?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, we're in the 6% range without points, but when you spend a little bit of money on points, you get yourself a lower rate, a lower payment. So, yep, they've dropped back down a little bit, which is great.
I know you're also bringing us today a comparison, right, for loans? Is that right?
Yes, yeah. We were going to talk a little bit about buy downs, points, and how that's. Oh, so they've already got this up. It's a little bit hard to read, but we compared a 6.49% 30-year fixed rate to a 5.75% rate with 2 points. Saves you about $192 per month.
Oh.
And as long as you hold on to that mortgage for about 42 months, there's a break even. It's great. And then when you look at your buy down on a $400,000 loan, and you pay those points, your first year at 4.49%, your payment's about $500 less per month for the first 12 months, and about $257 less per month for the second 12 months. So, Monique and I were talking. She had a young lady who was on maternity leave. They got into a buy down, and then, she figured she'd.
Right. They decided to go with the buy down because while she's on maternity leave, they would have a lower payment. And then after, when she went back to work, they would have double income and could afford the higher payment. It made it more comfortable for them and great to buy in this market because there's definitely sellers willing to pay points for you right now.
Can you go back and explain what a buy down even is? I know we're talking about buy downs and points. I need the basics over here.
Well,
what is a buy down?
The points and the buy downs are all what are called prepaid interest. So it gives you the ability to spend some money to get a lower interest rate to make your payments more affordable. And in this market right now, even though it's still a seller's market, there's opportunity to get some assistance from the sellers, and then you use those monies to help pay for the cost of the buy downs, for the cost of the points, and there's just more options that we're working with.
Who do you see, Monique, that's eligible for this? Who would be the best candidate?
We're noticing really a lot of buyers are looking for seller paid points or some type of subsidy to bring their rate down to make it closer to the rates we were seeing before. So it makes them more comfortable moving forward. Sellers are really looking to not get rid of, I should say, but trying to sell their house before the end of the year. So are willing to give you closing cost credit, which you can use to pay for these points.
And when do people, I know you gave us the maternity leave example, when do people typically use something like this?
We're seeing people use it in all different scenarios. People who just want a lower interest rate so their monthly payment overall is fixed at a lower rate to bring their payment down. There's also cases where people can't afford it at the higher rate, so they can have more buying power by buying down the rate or paying points so their mortgage payment is less, and then they can't afford it.
Rolando, do you see this making a difference on your end at least?
Yeah, I see at the closing table that buyers are getting concessions from the sellers, which tells me that the buyers have more leverage now to get into the home at an affordable payment. So it is quite happening quite often.
Are you going to the closing table a lot? What's this? I know we talk about start with interest rates, and then are we making any closings on this?
Yes, we're doing a lot of closings on this. I just did one just a couple days ago.
Okay, great. Even through the holidays.
Yes.
Anything we should know through this time, Carrie, of the year?
I mean, you've heard me say this. It's a great time to buy real estate. Forecasts are that we'll continue to see appreciation. We don't know really where interest rates are going, but we can, talk about what the Federal Reserve Board has said that they're going to do with regards to increasing rates in the future. If you take that into perspective, look at higher interest rates, look at a higher purchase price. So why not take advantage now when the purchases are lower and the rates are lower rather than waiting in the future.
And you have that deal of the day, right?
Have that deal of the day.
We're going to bring it back up here on your screen. There it is. You can call now to take advantage of this amazing offer, and that number is 833-MTG-LINK, or visit the mtglink.com. Also, be sure to follow the Real Estate Top Performers on YouTube to get more advice on buying and selling a home. Thank you all for being here for your advice this morning.